Hello.
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 Whoa.
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 I'm not Riley.
I'm.
Are you Riley?
I'm not Riley.
Who are you?
Well, me?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Sloane Quick Draw Jessamine McCraw.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Benjamin Matthew Seltzer.
Your middle name's Matthew?
My middle name is Matthew.
I actually did not know this about you.
That's because you're Bible core.
Mm-hmm. I was
Yeah.
raised Lutheran.
Just like
My parents tell me Matthew means gift from God, which I am.
Wow.
look at you and your religion.
I can't say anything about my name. Oh, well, my last name was originally something different, and then my family came, and the people were like, change your last name.
Happens.
Thanks, America.
Do you know what it used to be?
McCrae.
McCrae.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, McCrae to McCraw. And
Fucking
then
Ellis
on my, I can't, well, never mind. I'm not saying my mother's maiden name on here.
You might as well just give them your credit card info.
Right.
What was the name of your first pet, Sloan?
What's the name of your first stuffed animal?
Actually, I don't ever, I don't ever do those security questions either. I always do weird ones.
Fun.
I'm not going to tell you my childhood address, you know? I don't even use that one. I just thought of it.
You could tell us, though, since you don't use it.
I don't know it. I actually don't know it.
I know mine.
I don't know the address.
I'm not
Don't
going to
know
say
the
it
time.
out of respect for the people that do currently live there now, but
Hey,
I do know my childhood address.
it's in the mail.
Yeah.
I saw that thing recently that was like it was
Sloan, Cult of Media streaming on Twitch.
Cult of Media streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Oh, they did stream Monday too.
They did.
Yeah,
It was a great stream.
it was really
y'all,
cool.
Y'all catch that stream?
You guys go look at the VOD.
It's also on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Gerald's Judgment. Gerald's, you can't see him over here. He's sleeping.
He's had a long day of judgment.
Mm-hmm. He spent a good amount of time judging all those who tuned into the stream, and then he passed judgment on all of us at around 7 p.m.
Solid
Yeah.
9 fucking hours.
Solid 9-hour stream.
Do the stream comments show up with the thing on
I
YouTube?
think it does.
You can see them, you just can't add to them.
Okay.
If you watch an old VOD, you can even set it so that they appear live
Yeah, that's fun.
in time with the video.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Hi, Francis. Oh, we got 5 viewers.
Hello.
Hello.
I should always post stream a bit more. Put it around. I can't post it in too many places because, I have this I know this one person that's been streaming, and I can't put this in their server because they're actually like starting to blow up, and I don't want that many people to know like my school affiliation.
Yeah, that's been the weird thing with Cult of Media is like putting stuff out publicly and having my name attached to it, and also having my approximate location attached to it.
Yeah.
Is a little spooky.
Like, it's one thing, it's like, oh, you live in LA, great. So do thousands of people.
We live in-
Millions.
Yeah, we go to SIU.
Yeah, we
We are
live-
2 people out of like what, 8,000?
Yeah. And like, it's not hard to find many people here.
Mm-hmm.
Out of a city of 25,000.
Is it a city of 25,000?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what it said on the road sign last time I checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, yeah, it's been a little spooky. Like
And-
my Twitter that I now use to promote Wizard, I used to just be my personal Twitter. It is no longer
Yeah.
because I like to argue with people,
Yeah, and
and I don't need those people that I argue with knowing approximately where I live.
I've been having the issue of like, should I keep like my Instagram public as it is? Because plenty of people can come and just see my account, and I'm just like, but I don't want to run like an official Instagram. Like, I have an art Instagram, but at the same time, like, I kind of don't. I kind of post more, and
Right.
do stuff on my Instagram. I don't want to be like uninteractable.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways,
we got a bev here.
cocktail de fruits,
No alcohol, sans alcohol.
sans alcohol,
That is an important detail.
au naturel,
Yeah, these
jus de
are
fruits de pomme.
these are
Double
nondescript
juice.
fruit beverage. We would tell you what the ingredients are, but
It's in French. Apple juice, bananas, passion fruit, oranges, sugar, and citric acid.
Mhm.
Oh,
So-
that actually is in English as well, and I read it.
you read you translated the French.
Yeah, and I only got one thing wrong. Bananas is not that. It's actually pineapple. Pineapple. But I apparently know more French than I thought I did, and it's mostly fruit.
Yeah, pineapple. Like most languages have a very similar word for pineapple along the line of, however that's pronounced in French. I'll spell it for y'all. Ananas. A lot of languages call pineapples something along those lines, and then here in English world we had to be different.
Yeah.
But I think pineapple is a very fitting name. It's a fruit. Apples are fruit. It's
It
got
says-
spikes on it.
It says to
Pine.
serve cool. I never see that on like American containers.
This is quite cold, so why don't we crack them while they're cold?
There
Get
you
a
go.
sipski.
Most European countries don't inherently drink cool beverages.
Yeah, let's. You ready?
Like German beer is warm.
Is it actually
Ooh.
foreign or is it another Coke
Okay.
that make labels?
Oh, it's very fruity. Is it actually foreign? That's a good question.
That's a great question. Not my business.
It does fully have French on it, and since French and English are both like equal languages in France, essentially.
I'd say that it's a pretty safe bet that this is an actual French beverage.
Especially because the date is printed in the different way.
Yeah. It smells very fruity. It smells kind of mango-y.
I like mango.
Oh, can't drink it then.
Does
Maybe
smell
that might
mango-y.
be the pineapple like mixing with the other things, but it does
probably
smell
is.
kind of mango-y. There's not mango in it.
There's not mango in it.
Let's
Think
Bottoms
it,
up.
think it.
You know what?
Ooh.
Francis would
That's
inherently
very
be
pleasant.
pro-French.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Very aromatic.
It smells a lot stronger than it tastes. You wanna hit at that, Kiefer?
I just took a glance over at myself on the monitor, and it looks like I'm a lot
Francis
shorter
says in
than you.
chat, love the French. My lawyer has advised me to not state my opinions.
My lawyer has advised me to not state my actions.
Bump that. Anyways,
That's pretty good.
right?
It's really good.
That is, yeah.
Give Maddie a rip of that.
Let me check the.
Make sure there's no
Yeah, where's
mango.
the
There's no mango. We just looked. It's
Yeah.
all the fruits that are.
Are
I think
you
it's literally
allergic?
all the fruits that are pictured on it.
Are you?
to mango, we think.
No, it just smelled like it, but I think that's just the pineapple mixing
Yeah.
in with stuff.
It's probably
Um,
just like tropical fruity, but there's no mango
Can I hold
listed.
with some clarification, Adam? Why you guys are punching?
So okay, me, Adam, and Riley were having a conversation earlier today
What?
about how much money it would take for you to commit an act of violence such as slapping or punching to your sibling. So that's where this part of the conversation stemmed from. And as the youngest of three, there's Adam. As the youngest of three myself, I'd slap either of my brothers for a McChicken. So, like, I'm a bastard. But Adam was saying that since he's the oldest, he does not feel as inclined as I do. So we were trying to figure out what the actual monetary value was, Emma. And so he texted you to consult you on what you thought would be a worthwhile price for getting slapped or punched. Anyways, Sloane, how much money would it take for you to
I was
slap
gonna
one of your
say.
siblings?
Okay. Depends on which one.
Either or.
Okay.
What's the price for each of them?
Okay. So for my brother is 2.5 years younger than me. This is a good thing to know.
God,
It would really vary, but I feel like he would want to be paid adequately. So I'd say like money amount, probably like $100, 50 each, you know?
Fair enough.
And really if it was just for me to be able to do it, then probably 50.
Mhm.
I feel like my brother would let me hit him for $50. My sister, can I tell them before that they'd be getting money for it?
I'll say yes.
Yeah.
You can warn them ahead of time, like, hey, this is gonna happen, but I'm gonna get X amount of money for it, and we can split it. I will say that that's valid.
You know, that can be really dicey. Because the consequence here is that my sister has said this before and has done this to people before. If my sister is ever hit by anyone, she immediately stops talking to them forever. And I love my sister. I would like to keep talking with her. But in this,
So it's whatever price would be
Adequate,
worth
yeah.
it, adequate to her, not whatever price would be adequate to you.
yeah, that really goes for a lot of things.
How much
her.
money she would have to get out of the scenario in order to continue speaking to you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
'Cause
Okay.
I feel like on some level she'd let me do it for an amount of money.
Well, once you pass like a certain threshold of money, it becomes stupid not to. Like punching somebody in the face for $100, like even if they're somebody that you are related to and you'll split the money with them, that's only $50 for each of you.
Yeah.
That's not great. But like $1 million,
I'll knock you out.
yeah, you'd be like,
Break my
of
nose, I don't
course. That's just logical at that point.
Pay your medical.
It's temporary pain for $1 million.
Yeah.
Personally, my brothers,
I think
I'll take them down just for fun.
Giving you a guitar.
a punch in the face.
I'll punch
is
him
also something.
I'll punch him gentlier.
Punch him after the guitar.
If I get a solid knock in the face, I'd expect to get a bit of money. But like, I'd let someone punch me like in the gut for $20.
I think. Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
Yeah, in the face really is the ticket there. I think honestly, like, also I feel like there's like a certain amount of force that you would need to like consider it a punch. And I feel like if you can just figure out what that amount of force is, you can just punch with the minimum amount of force and it still counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the hypothetical does not specify that you have to like disfigure them in any way. Like you don't have to like break their nose or anything.
Yeah.
Because that's a completely different amount of money in that case. Like I just like for the fun of it, yeah, why not? But like if you wanted me to break one of my brother's noses, like we better be getting something out of it, like me
Yeah.
and him.
And if I'm the one who's having their nose broken, even if we both get a bunch of money, I'm still gonna hit you after.
Fair
I'm
enough.
still gonna throw.
Adam says, I don't know if anybody heard that. Adam said that like if he is the one getting hit in this scenario, regardless of how much money he is receiving, he is going to hit back afterwards just so it's even.
No,
and
that's
I think
fair.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I would also take that.
Even money.
Even if money
even
wasn't
hits.
a problem, like I joke, I wouldn't hit my brothers. I love my brothers, but I have in the past, and you know, if they hit me back, that's my fault. Like I can't realistically get mad at somebody for punching me after I've punched them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot going on in chat.
Oh.
They're just having they're having their own conversation.
Yippee.
This guy, that guy, the phone guy.
Phone guy.
Hello, hello. This is a good bev.
It is really
I'm glad
good.
I'm on for this episode and not the one like mushroom beverage episode. I did not like that one. I tasted it and it was icky.
The one drink was fine, but that taste stayed with me for a solid hour.
Real. Hello. What was that character's name? Hello, John.
Character.
John.
That's all these people are to me. You're all just characters in this shitty sitcom of a world.
Your characters in the Ben Seltzer story.
I'm the main character for real.
Ben, what are you doing for dinner?
What am I doing for dinner? That's a great question. There's so many possibilities.
I'm thinking Panda Express.
Is there anyone watching on YouTube comment?
I think I might have a frozen pizza left in my freezer, so I might make a frozen pizza. I might make a Jack's pizza tonight. I'm not sponsored, but I wish I was.
Yeah.
I could speak praises to Jack's Pizza until the rest of my life, but only if they give me money.
You know?
Anyways, no, I went like all day up until like 4:30 without realizing that I hadn't eaten because my medicine fucks with my appetite a lot. So I didn't eat anything today until 4:30, and that was a bag of Doritos from the vending machine. So that's what I'm living off of today.
That's real.
Some water, and this nondescript fruit beverage.
It's okay, DeAndre
Ben, I'm gonna let you read this silently while I talk about what I've eaten today.
Of course.
I wasn't able to catch breakfast, but I at one point went to the library and I met up with my girlfriend Weslin, and I took some of her Takis and I got a honey bun. And
I do love a good honey bun every now and then. I used to work on an assembly line, and there was a vending machine that had like the iced honey buns, and I would get like at least 2 of those every single day, because they were so yummy. I love a honey bun.
I got the iced honey bun today. No, there's just, I mean, also they're just very calorie rich.
Oh
Really
yeah,
quick.
there's like 1 million calories packed into such a small amount of food.
And I'll eat like 3.
They're so yummy.
I should be fatter, all things considered.
So should
All things
I.
considered on NPR.
I do. I did go to the doctor recently and get weighed, and I'm like 240, but I had eaten that day, so I'm probably closer to around 230.
I'm choosing
Either way, though, like that's more than I'm used to.
Yeah, I
myself this last year, and I'm happier that way.
I weigh.
I was also happier before I weighed myself.
I weigh
Not weigh myself,
somewhere
but-
around 250. Yeah. Like I've lost a bit of weight. I was like 260 a few months ago.
Last time I checked, I was around 220. I told the people at the DMV 220. I don't
No,
know how
I-
correct that is.
I didn't notice that I had gained weight though, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, getting weight really doesn't matter to me.
No, it doesn't matter to me, like, as long as I'm happy with the way that I look, which I am. But it was just, like, shocking to go to the doctor and see a number that was higher than I was used to in my own head.
That's fair.
Yeah, there was, like, a few years ago, I stopped drinking soda, like, almost entirely, and I lost, like, 30 pounds off of just not drinking soda.
I really should do that. I know it's like that's like the key way is like remove like corn syrup from your life.
Yeah, remove added sugars.
Yeah.
Don't like soda.
You don't like soda. that's
Like,
fair.
I'll give you that.
like fats are usually okay. Like fats in moderation are good for you, but sugar, especially processed sugar, is like the one thing that is just like it tastes good and there's no benefits.
I don't drink tea. I'm not a big fan.
And
So,
like
I've been trying to like combat that with like drinking like diet sodas and zero sugar sodas because I do really like soda. I love the taste, but you know,
yeah, and I know people like struggle with like if you drink like a lot of beer, you gain a lot of weight. Just
Oh, yeah,
it's
'cause
like carbs.
it's like it's liquid carbs.
It's just bread in there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting to think about, but it's also it's bread and also there is like sugars in it.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
definitely like sugar added for taste and stuff. That's the thing. Like processed sugar is the thing that's gonna get you most of the time.
Believe it or not, American food bad.
American
American
food
food
very
bad.
bad. I saw a picture yesterday of like the ingredients list for Fruit Loops in America versus the ingredients list for Fruit Loops in Europe, and it's like in Europe it's like half as big because it's like half as long because they don't allow all of those like processed bullshit and like food dyes and shit.
I cannot begin to describe how much I would kill for European food laws to be implemented here.
Yeah, but then we'd have European food eventually.
I'm desperate.
I'm not okay.
Everything
Like
to be
I
healthy.
I would like us. I would like the United States to have better food regulation laws as much as the next guy, but I will be cold and dead in the ground before I recognized that a European did something good. So
I'd be cold and dead on the ground if I let a government system have more control over the things I put in my body.
yeah, I think like it's less like
Like, wait, okay.
Try drinking purified water. That's true. There's fluoride in your water.
I'm fine with there being government regulations on food if it's like on like the FDA does what they do for a reason, but also I wish that like the healthier options were A, more common, and B, not more expensive.
That's fair.
Because that's another big thing is like the healthy food is often more expensive than the unhealthy food.
But hey, what do we know?
Certain crops are
I've only done a ton of research.
so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, like I'm not saying like they shouldn't be priced fairly, but I am saying that there is a reason why why this stuff is so prevalent in America. There's a reason why the meme of Americans being fat exists.
There's a reason that all the good points I would like to make are not allowed on this channel because we technically avoid content.
Oh yeah, we're kind of getting political
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna say.
I'm sorry, you should have cut me off.
I was trying to segue. It's good.
My bad. You should have just straight up told me to shut up. I would have been fine with that.
I said my thing. I was like, I took it too far.
Honestly, Sloan, yours was the furthest one, and mostly in terms of no politics, nothing like electoral and all that shit, but generally.
Yeah. Anyways, my bad.
Whoops.
Food's yummy, guys. I enjoy food.
I also love food. What's your favorite food, Sloan?
My favorite food? Actually, this is a great question. I like eating ribs.
Oh God, I
Like
love
pork ribs.
I love any form of meat that has a bone in it.
That's real.
I love tearing meat off the bone. Put
I
a chicken leg, put a platter of chicken wings in front of me. I'm gonna revert back to hunter gatherer instincts.
I wish the Popeyes here was still open.
I wish that the Popeyes here was good.
Well, it's closed now. Even if it wasn't good, I don't.
You're right.
Wait, Popeye's closed?
It was bad.
It closed a while ago.
Is really bad.
Both of them closed because they both sucked,
They were condemned.
Good.
as they should be.
Yeah, I love Wendy's, and that Wendy's was awful.
But every now and then, that awful Wendy's did be hitting.
Yeah.
It hit maybe once.
I tried to go to Wendy's here twice. One time I went and I went up to the the little thing, and they said we're only doing mobile orders, and there was a car in front of me, so I was like, okay, so I had to back out all the way because I had like the curbside thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other time that I tried to go to Wendy's, I got pulled over and I didn't end up going to Wendy's.
Funny.
Right.
There was one time that I went to Wendy's and I went with a friend of mine at the time, and we were going. It was like 10 o'clock or something. We had been working on stuff, and that was weird. So we went to Wendy's to get a bite to eat, and all of the workers were out in the parking lot smoking weed with the managers. And then we pulled up to the speaker thing, and they sounded so angry that we dared to show up while they were open to get food from a place that sells food. It was very funny.
To be condemned, it was a shithole.
Oh yeah, it
I got
sucked.
a pink chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Nice.
Every time-
Adam got a pink chicken sandwich from the Carbondale
ordered
Wendy's.
They either got my Frosty wrong every time,
That's
and the
true.
one time they got my Frosty right, his chicken was pink.
Yeah.
Funny.
Something has to go wrong. They've
Dang.
always given us the wrong flavor of Frosty, which is very funny to consistently mess up.
Yeah.
Which makes me think
Thankfully-
it's just anger.
Thankfully, my orders are normally very simple, so it's very hard to mess up my orders unless I'm getting a burger.
It should be hard to mess up my orders, but they do anyway.
Oh man, I'm not thinking of like a McChicken, but I don't eat
right.
McDonald's right now.
Yeah. For context, I'm not a big fan of cheese. Controversial opinion, I know.
How
You can
dare
leave your opinions in chat, and I won't read them.
How dare you, but literally also probably better for you.
But that's here's the thing though. Most food places, especially like franchise fast food places and stuff, don't list hamburger as an option on their menu. It's just cheeseburger. And so I always have to specify, hey, I want a number 5 with no cheese. And apparently not having cheese on something is a foreign concept to some people, because it used to happen a lot with Wendy's, actually, because I used to
Oh.
eat their burgers a lot more. Every time I try to get something without cheese, almost every time it gets messed up, and it's please, I cannot eat this. It's not even lactose intolerance or anything. I'm just a little bitch, but
Emma also doesn't eat cheese that much.
Emma's based.
Lactose intolerant don't stop people from eating
But
cheese.
here's the thing.
Well, if I was lactose intolerant, I'd have an excuse for why I didn't. At least if I was lactose intolerant, I could say I don't eat cheese because XYZ, and people wouldn't immediately hit me with the "You don't eat cheese?"
Yeah.
Anyways,
Also for the employees at fast food places, that is such a built-in muscle memory for them too. that
oh
they
yeah,
just
I'm not mad at any one specific person for it. It's just it's a societal problem in my opinion.
fucking
No politics, but I think that we need to move away from cheese as a society.
over my dead body, but you're correct.
We need to remove Wisconsin.
I am in. Riley will be upset, but that is a price I am willing to pay.
I can't. Cheese curds. Oh my gosh.
We were in, me, Adam, and Riley were in Chicago, and we took a trip up to Wisconsin, and we got some Wisconsin cheese curds, and I tried one. I do try to like cheese. It's not like a, apparently there is to a lot of people. There is shame in it. But I genuinely try to like cheese, and every time it just doesn't agree with me. But, even as somebody who doesn't like cheese and would not have continued to eat that cheese curd, pretty good cheese curd, I would say.
So wait, cheese doesn't agree with you? Are you sure you're not lactose intolerant? You said cheese doesn't agree with you? Are you sure you're not
No.
lactose intolerant?
Adam said there's no shame in that, and I said, no, apparently there is shame in it. Some would agree.
Oh.
Yeah, cheese doesn't do anything to me.
So do you not like mozzarella sticks then?
I don't like mozzarella sticks.
Valid.
No.
It's just cheese.
I love them and they're great.
Now, like
I'm
pizza,
getting so hungry, guys.
like I like a pizza even though there's cheese on it because there's enough other stuff going on to overpower the taste of the cheese. Like on most pizza, the cheese is like the weakest flavor of the bunch. Normally, you're tasting like crust or sauce or toppings. You're not usually tasting the cheese. There are some exceptions, like the Casey's breakfast pizza, which is 99% cheese.
I'm in it for the cheese,
But
but I'm stupid.
anyway, I could talk
Cheese.
forever about how much I don't like cheese and how much society hates me for not liking cheese. But
This is really you can say peacock, but you say poop cups.
you say peacock and nobody bats an eye. You say poop cock and everybody
no,
loses their minds.
That's truly the life you're living, but with cheese. He's slamming that. Way to go.
Dang. Dude.
Get some ASMR in there for you guys.
You want to crush my can?
Oh, I'd love to. You guys like that?
You did peek the mic. Very funny.
Funny.
I love getting men to do my labor.
That's what masculinity is to me. Doing favors.
Yeah.
Opening jar because it's too tight.
How expensive family meal? Oh.
You looking at Panda?
Yes.
Funny.
Yes,
I've been spending too much money lately.
Me too. It's because of the eclipse coming.
Yeah, it's
And
just
I've-
like
I've had to cover a train fee, and I've also had to buy a wristband for Blackout Fest, and I've had to like prep stuff for the eclipse.
yeah, I just like I didn't get paid as much on my last paycheck as I thought I would. So like I was spending a little bit more than I probably should have, and then I can't talk about who employs me on here because they will fire me. Corporate will fire me.
Is that really a thing they do?
Wait,
Yes.
that's illegal,
Wow.
isn't it?
It's a gray area because if it's like the sort of reputation thing, like it's you can't disparage them.
Well, then there's really nothing we can say without. disparaging.
Like I can't say that I'm being paid less than I should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm not legally
Hours are
speaking.
hours.
Yeah, I'm legally fine, but can't talk about those guys. I've been
true
getting a
for
little.
those.
I've been getting a little silly on this episode. I apologize. I've been
No.
bending. I've been bending our rules a little bit. I should be better than that.
We get a little bit silly, and then sometimes we just have to, go about it.
Happens.
You know what? We ball.
Fuck it. We ball.
We ball for sure.
Um,
I'm
I
clearly
saw. I saw the new Godzilla and Kong movie recently. With my partner Francis. It was a wonderful time. This was the first Godzilla movie that Francis had ever seen, which, good God, what an introduction. It's the goofiest thing ever. I'm not going to do any spoilers on here because I'm going to do spoilers potentially later. But I will say one thing about it. Kong uses a child as a blunt force object.
True way.
And yeah, I think it's a great movie. I think everybody should go see it. I think it's a great non-serious movie to just go and watch big monsters punch each other.
I do like it when movies are just unserious. I love Batman 66.
unserious movie, my fave.
Unserious movies are good. I don't think all cinema needs to be high art. And I think that more silly movies should be nominated for Oscars. Like, I think Five Nights at Freddy's should have been nominated for Best Costume Design.
That's fair. Five Nights at Freddy's did have the best, at least prop design.
Whatever you would call that because it's like it's kind of like the animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. Like it's kind of like both costume design and prop design because they were real animatronics, but they were also people in suits.
Yeah.
So either way, though, like they deserved something.
It's just the same scenario because it's like,
not an
oh,
art
FNAF, this is a kids movie. It's not
Literally.
a- but also it's like the same thing. It's like, oh, we're picking something for best animation. Oh, I think my kids saw this one in the theater. Yeah, let's do that. And it's like, you know, it's just a random
Or
one.
like, especially with like this past Oscars, like Godzilla -1 got best visual effects, which it deserved. But like, it made me think about though, like how many Godzilla movies have come out like in the 21st century that could have also been nominated for best visual effects and probably won it. Because the thing with Godzilla movies is that they are almost entirely visual effects, so they have to be good.
Yeah. That's my thing, like, that's my thing watching, like, John Wick movies. I love the John Wick movies because I really love fight choreography.
Yes.
The John Wick movies suck.
Oh, no,
They're
awful.
so bad. Like,
The plot is stupid and doesn't make sense. But
yeah.
they're really fun to watch.
Yeah.
The
they're really fun to
choreography
watch.
is really good, and the camera work coupled with that choreography is really good.
And then as soon as they're leaving this like kind of arcs of John Wick behind, they're bringing in new characters that are actually really cool, and now they're doing more story stuff, and I love it.
Which is nice, because
Yeah.
John Wick is the least interesting character in John Wick, honestly.
he's just a guy, and he's like, oh, I'm so angry. I'm gonna
Unless
get
they did
people."
like a prequel movie of how he got his reputation, I don't think there's any more story to tell with him.
That would be incredible. Who could play a young Keanu Reeves? Though?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So if you put Ian McShane in literally anything, I'm like 20% more.
Who's Ian McShane?
Ian
He's the
McShane.
old guy.
Oh, Winston?
Oh, he's Winston.
I love Winston.
He's also Tai Lung in Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, I
He's Tai
love
Lung.
Kung
Oh,
Fu
yeah,
Panda.
he
The,
was,
the snow leopard in Kung Fu Panda 1.
I'm a big Lawrence Fishburne fan.
I'm a big Kung Fu Panda fan.
Yeah. Lawrence
Uh,
Fishburne. I
oh,
love
another actor I really love from John Wick, Lance Reddick.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, King. He plays, is his name Charon in the movie?
Is it Chiron?
He's the, no, I don't think it's Chiron. I would remember if it was Chiron. He's like the doorman at the Continental, essentially, like the guy at the desk.
yeah.
I think it's Charon, and I think that's like intentional because
Yeah.
that's the Greek ferryman of the dead on the river Styx.
Yes.
But I love his character. He's my favorite character in
Yeah.
those movies.
Oh,
I still haven't seen John Wick 4.
John Wick 4 is great. They introduced my favorite character, and he's played by Shamir Anderson, and I hope they have a spin-off with him.
I watched all three of them over winter break my junior year with my dad. Him and I watched all three of them together, and I think either 2 or 3 was my favorite. I can't remember. I think I remember that 2 was better than 1,
seen 1.
but I don't remember between 2 and 3 which one was better. But they're all great, you know.
The first is good, but it's like you watch it once, you're like, okay, this is it. But I've watched 2 a lot. I've watched 3 a good few times, and I've seen 4 like twice.
I love that they all have the exact same rating on IMDb except for 4, which is 3 points higher than the rest of them.
3 points
Funny.
higher. That makes sense. It had a lot more budget. A lot more.
Yeah, because it was like it was a cash cow. So
Yeah.
oh,
Also,
that was a money printer for a while.
at one point in John Wick 4, they play a French cover of Paint It Black.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
Oh my gosh.
Is it good?
It's incredible. It was a song that Syrian put on a playlist they made for me a while back.
Aw.
Because we went to go see the movie together. We saw it in
Cute.
theaters. And that was during or right before Online Weekend. It was in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and saw it because people were talking about it. And I was like, I haven't seen it. Please stop talking about it while I'm in here in the office.
Me, Clancy Brown and Bill Skarsgård are in it. I'm in.
Clancy Brown is in it.
Who is Clancy Brown?
We've talked about him like 50
He's
I love
only in
Clancy Brown.
4.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know.
He keeps coming up everywhere.
Yeah, Clancy Brown's been getting a lot of like mainstream work recently, which is great because he's
He
a
deserves
phenomenal actor.
I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs recently.
What?
Oh my! I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs recently, and he's in it for like 2 minutes.
Funny. No, like the main thing that most people will know Clancy Brown from is of course SpongeBob, where he voices Mr. Krabs. But he does like so much more work than just that, and he's such a good actor and voice actor. I think like the next biggest thing that most people would know would be Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah.
He's
Lex
the
Luthor in the DCAU.
Lex
yeah,
Luthor,
but I feel like most people wouldn't know that like he is Lex Luthor. You know what I mean?
That's fair. But
Yeah.
I hear that and I'm immediately Clancy Brown.
I
Yeah.
love Clancy Brown.
That's my
He's
favorite.
got a beautiful, rich, deep voice.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah,
he
we
is
said
Mr.
that. We
Krabs.
said Mr. Krabs.
Pay attention, DeAndre. Jeez.
Yeah. What was the one that you just said? Oh yeah, he's What's the detective's name?
He's the detective guy in Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
I've never played Detroit
What's
Become
his
Human,
name?
so
I can't remember his name.
neither do I.
Lieutenant. It's Lieutenant. It's
Lieutenant something.
He's always a lieutenant something. He was a military guy in Daredevil.
He was a military guy
In The Flash.
He was Commander Eiling, I think the character's name was, who gets possessed by Gorilla Grodd, and that's the best part that
Yeah.
Clancy Brown has in the show whenever he's pretending to be Grodd.
He was Surtur in Ragnarok.
He was Surtur in
Surtur
Thor
in
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
He did play a role, a military role in
He's
Star Trooper.
He's a Starship Troopers.
He's gonna be Salvatore Moroni in the upcoming Penguin show on HBO
He's playing
Max.
Moroni. Oh my gosh.
Right.
I thought
There-
he was going to play the lion. Personally.
Chris.
Immediately in the beginning.
I cannot
The
wait.
lion's dead.
Like
I was very let down.
like I was kind of on the fence about the Penguin show until the trailer dropped, and I was still like a little on the fence until I found out that Clancy Brown was Salvatore Moroni, and I was like, oh, I didn't
know-
even notice that it was him in the trailer
You know what I need more of?
because he only appears for like a split second in the trailer. But what were you saying? Sorry.
I need more of Ethan Hawke playing the smallest roles he can.
I need more.
Not that I don't like Ethan Hawke, but it is really funny when, like, in Glass Onion, he shows up for 2 minutes as a side character because he showed up on set one day and just knew the director.
That's funny. I like Ethan Hawke.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor. I always he's the guy that I always think is Kevin Bacon.
That's fair.
Ethan Hawke and Kevin Bacon look very similar to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got the similar like the face shape. but the nose is different.
The nose is what gets it.
They have the why the long face.
They each have like the long kind of like gaunt almost face. They're both very thin men.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like the way that their skin sort of sits on their face that sets it apart, really.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke's just also really good at playing characters
Ethan
that
Hawke
are
also
like
has
kind of
slightly
possessed.
smaller eyes.
Yeah,
He was in. I remember he's in Sinister.
yes, Sinister. He's so good. in
Which is a
Sinister.
great movie. The first time I saw Sinister, I was about 10 years old. I was spending the night at my grandmother's house, and I woke up. I was sleeping on the floor because there was a bunch of people visiting. So I was sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag. I woke up. It's about 2 a.m, and the TV was left on, and Sinister was playing. And that's not the best thing to be playing on a TV at 2 a.m. when you're 10 years old, but especially not if you're me at 10 years old and afraid of literally everything.
Yeah,
You were just like,
I just realized I have to rewatch Sinister. I don't remember the twist anymore. And it'll probably be a thing where like I start watching the movie and then I remember it. But
I kind of remember it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't seen the movie all the way through in a long time anyways.
they did a really good twist in it, so I can remember.
Love a twist.
Oh my god. Favorite twist in any movie?
Oh, favorite twist in any movie. You go first. I have to think about that.
I think Francis, you're gonna love my answer if you're still listening. Scream?
Yeah, that's
Oh my
a good
God.
one.
So good.
Classic, honestly.
Very predictable but also really good.
Um,
That or the twist in The Faculty.
God, I'm trying to think. There's a moment. Oh God, I can't remember what movie it is. It's like it's one of those moments where, oh, okay. I have two answers,
Yeah.
sort of. Both detective movies. There have only ever been two moments in a movie with a twist. There's only ever been two movies where I've like seen the twist happening and it immediately recontextualizes the entire rest of the movie for me. Knives Out.
Okay.
The first Knives Out, spoilers, obviously. Whenever it's revealed that the man who's
5 seconds.
5 seconds, spoilers incoming for Knives Out.
Okay.
Whenever it's revealed that whenever it's revealed that the man whose murder they're investigating killed himself as a cover-up, so that she wouldn't get in trouble for giving him the wrong medicine dosage. But then it's later revealed that she gave him the right medicine and that the labels were swapped by Chris Evans's character.
Yeah.
But she picked it on instinct because like she just knew, because as such a well-trained nurse.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Which also,
Like double twist, because that first one where you learn that he killed himself comes very early on in the movie.
yeah.
And then the second one, where it was she didn't actually mess up in the first place, is towards the end. Also, Daniel Craig in Knives Out is incredible.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
Daniel Craig has some like real like honing of playing guys in movies where he's got a real thick Southern accent on.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a little silly.
He's just a silly little guy.
And they really play it in the movie. I can't remember. It's a Sam Rockwell movie with Anna Kendrick.
I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
it's Mr. Right.
So, I think.
Yeah, I think so. In that movie, he's a hitman, but in there's this detective that's been following him the entire time. He's got that real thick Daniel Craig country accent, and twist for the movie. It turns out in the end that the Daniel Craig character is actually just another hitman trying to kill Mr. Right.
Funny.
And the country accent was fake. He's British.
Funny.
He had the accent when he-
Funny James Bond reference.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, Logan Lucky had the accent.
My other favorite film twist, spoilers. Well, I guess we already talked about it on the last Is It Better Than Paddington 2 Live, but spoilers for The Batman 2022. The twist that the Riddler the whole time has been thinking he's been working with Batman, and then we get the reveal of the murder weapon in the opening scene is a carpet tucking tool that reveals all of the map of vans that Riddler placed around Gotham to explode the seawall. That was like, as I was like watching the movie the first time, and Riddler's whole like niche internet micro celebrity bit, where he's like talking about his plan, and like I'm watching it all come together, and like he was successful, and I'm just sitting there. I was sitting there in the theater thinking, oh my god, because Batman didn't see it coming, like none of the cops saw it coming, nothing. And what was the fake out twist, Adam?
Whenever we think he knows that
Oh yeah,
but he didn't.
there's also in that
Oh.
same scene earlier in Arkham, Riddler is like hinting that he knows Batman is Bruce Wayne, and he goes on this little monologue. But then at the end, it's revealed that he doesn't know at all. And God, the
Yeah.
Batman is my favorite characterization of the Riddler, which is a character that I famously hate.
Valid. Most people just can't write him.
Yeah, I think that the Riddler is normally very annoying and silly, and I think that the Joker should be annoying and silly, not the Riddler. I think that the Riddler should be smarter, just as smart, if not smarter, than Batman.
Yeah.
And use that to his advantage. Like, I think that the Riddler should be a genuine intellectual challenge for Batman to face off with, not just some nuisance in a funny suit.
Yeah, well, the populars of the Rogues Gallery of Batman are also like, oh, you know, the Joker's like the opposite of Batman's like seriousness, and of course the whole like, oh, the Batman won't kill, so Joker's gonna push that to the limit. The Riddler should be the brains, just like how like Scarecrow is the fear.
Yeah, like using that level of intelligence for horrible, evil things, whereas Batman uses it for like solving mysteries and solving crimes and like the greater good. That should be what it is. What it generally ends up being is, hoo-hoo, goofy question mark, man. He's got little puzzles for you to solve.
I like
Hoo-hoo.
him in Arkham because I like the characterization, alternatively, of him being
I-
not as smart, but just being a weird narcissist that can't get over that fact.
I kind of like his Arkham characterization, where he's like a objectively like kind of an idiot, but he's so full of himself that he thinks he's a genius. I kind of like that. But also, the first time I was 100%ing Arkham Knight, I got to his mission last, Oh my God, some
Yeah.
of those fucking racetracks are so annoying. Like, I literally had to go into settings, turn off subtitles, and turn off voice volume because his taunts were making me lose my mind. Like, I was getting so close to throwing my controller across the room because of how annoying he was, which I guess is the point, but also
Yeah. a little bit of gamer rage goes a far way. What's the most gamer rage you've ever gotten, Ben?
Celeste. It's not
Celeste?
close. Celeste,
Ooh.
if for
I
those
see
who
the
don't
route you
know,
took.
Celeste is a funny. You're funny.
It's bad because you're cis.
Yeah.
You're
sorry.
no. Celeste is an amazing game. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm bad at video. Here's the problem. Okay, here's the thing. Every time that I have had gamer rage in any capacity, it's because I am bad at the video game. It is never. Wait, no. It's hardly ever the game's fault that I am bad at the video game. But Celeste, it was free with Xbox Live Gold one year, and so I got it. And I was playing it, and it's like this super grueling, difficult platformer game with a really nice art style and a really good story. If you haven't played it, check it out. If you are bad at video games, maybe watch a playthrough of it instead. What happened, though, was I was sitting in a recliner when this happened. This is an important detail. And I had my Xbox controller, and I had one of those rechargeable battery packs. So, no, I didn't throw the controller. What I did was I was getting so mad at this certain section that I was kind of just like hitting the controller on the footrest of the recliner. And what eventually that did was the little tabs on the battery pack cover broke off inside the controller, and the thing wouldn't attach anymore. At that moment, I was just like, okay, I gotta quit. That I stopped playing. I don't get gamer rage now. I normally, like, the extent that my gamer rage goes to now as an adult is like I'll yell fuck at the screen or something, but I don't throw anything anymore.
Because that's usually my own fault.
That's fair.
Well, the thing is,
The game is just unfair that I get mad.
So the game is unfair. You should play Unfair Mario.
I should.
unfair, like, to the untrained mind as mine was as a teenager, a game being bad, me being bad at the game and the game being unfair were pretty interchangeable at the time.
It's fair.
Yeah, I can't think of like any that was years ago too.
If I'm bad at a
That
game
was
and
like
it's a literal skill issue, it's like, well, that's on me.
that's the philosophy I've adopted now. Like, if I'm bad at the game, I just need to take a step back and come back later and I'll win.
I just need to get
That's how I beat Elden Ring 15 times.
Imagine beating Elden Ring.
Imagine beating it as many times as I have. Anyways,
I just say that because someone I know, and I don't think she'll ever see this because she doesn't watch the streams, but she was playing Elden Ring on keyboard and mouse.
hell,
I know.
bad decision.
Yeah.
Already.
And she kept dying to someone and then just like punched her monitor and broke it.
I have thankfully never gotten to the point of like breaking, like any significant breaking of things. Like the only thing that I've ever broken in Gamer Rage was the cover for that battery pack.
Yeah, the cover's
Like
battery packs break all
I've
the
never
time.
broken a controller. I've never broken a monitor or a
Oh my
TV or a
God.
console or anything. Thank God, because as bad as my Gamer Rage used to get, which it used to get pretty bad. I've worked on it a lot since then. As bad as it used to get, though, the thought in my mind of if you break it, mom and dad won't replace it for you was a lot stronger.
The same person has like used to break like 2 controllers a year.
See, like the thing is, like controllers are so expensive.
They're so expensive. Yeah, they were still so expensive. This isn't like the time when they're like
controllers have like. In the time that I've been playing video games, at least, controllers have always been like $30 minimum. And like now, like the Xbox, like the new Xbox, the Series X, like those controllers are $60.
Same price as a normal game.
I
Yeah.
shrimply will I will guard that controller with my life because I don't want to waste $60 on a controller because I broke it being mad at a video game.
Yeah. I bought an Xbox One X controller last summer because I bought Jedi Survivor and I didn't want to play a Souls-like game on keyboard and mouse.
As correct.
And I got a
I need to
warranty
get
with
Jedi
it.
Survivor.
I got a warranty with it because I bought it at GameStop and they give like $2 warranties. And it was for like the
Nice.
whole year. It expires in a month or so.
I wanted those pink Joy-Cons that they came out with.
Pink Joy-Cons.
I remember they were $80.
$80 Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons have always been $80. Like a pair of Joy-Cons have always been $80. I will buy
Peach
that
edition.
Transformer at that rate instead.
They were only out.
Nintendo notoriously overprices their stuff and then never drops it until it's been like 5
Just like Treyarch.
decades.
Just like Treyarch.
Except, well, okay, with at least with Nintendo, they can usually claim that they're good.
Yeah.
like,
If
like
you go
Nintendo
look at
game,
the cost of Black Ops 2 right now, guys.
Nintendo
Black Ops 2, we can't get that back.
Nintendo games. Yeah, but Treyarch hasn't made a good game since Black Ops 2.
Yeah, but Black Ops 2 is still $60.
Black Ops 2 should not be $60.
That's 12. It's a 12-year-old game. Actually,
Now, if they were like, if they were still releasing updates
Might
and
be
content
50.
for it, then yeah,
Yeah.
sure, I could see that.
No, they stopped the zombie service even.
heard that.
Exactly.
I only play local.
Yeah, you have to local play zombies now. They've
Yeah, they
which is
shut down
fine.
the servers for it, right?
The only thing.
Yeah, if you are selling a game for $60 that is no longer supported by your servers, why? You are essentially selling a brick to somebody at that point.
You know what game is better? Still actually has some live service now, and will give you thousands of hours of playtime, and has a great story.
What's that, Sloan?
No, that isn't. TF2 does that story. Different TF2 though. Titanfall 2,
Both are true here.
$5 to
TF2.
$10.
I need to get Titanfall 2.
I don't play Xbox.
I like almost exclusively play Xbox because I don't have the money to build a gaming PC right now.
Well, Ben, what if I interested you? What if I could interest you in a $10 gaming PC?
I'll buy it off you.
No,
when
that can't run anything.
Probably not, but if you make a gaming PC for $10 that can run all the games that I would play on it, yeah, I'll buy it off of you. Why not?
You know,
Um,
actually, it probably could. It sure does play TF2. This is the
It
exact.
probably plays TF2 better than my laptop
You guys
does.
I raised demo right.
Oh,
You guys said TF2 and she thought of both of them.
Funny.
I think of Timefall because that's the only game I can play.
I think of like the Valve game, but oh my god, we've been on here for an hour. I need to go eat.
Yeah, we can wrap up whenever.
I
I'm
gotta
down
go.
with that. We started talking about video games, and I can yap forever about that. So
Yappers.
Yeah,
I'm the
This
yapper
is
for
the
real.
dangerous duo.
Yeah, Sloan and I should never be on Chalice together because we won't stop talking.
Me and Faye, apparently.
Well, it was also the issue on our episode of Paddington 2. Both
Yeah,
times
we-
we went for so long.
We talked like that pre-recorded episode of Is It Better Than Paddington 2, Five Nights at Freddy's. That pre-recorded episode is cut like there's like 30 minutes cut out, and it's still the longest episode.
It's like an hour.
It's over an hour. Sloan and I talked more about Five Nights at Freddy's than I have talked about like genuine like masterpieces of art.
And
on
then the
Is It Better
Cornetto
Than
trilogy,
Paddington 2.
spending an hour on each movie.
Yeah. Sloan and I are the yappers.
We could have yapped more about Batman, but if you didn't get food, you were going to die.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I could. That Paddington 2 stream last Saturday could have gone on longer if it wasn't for the fact that I hadn't eaten since that morning.
In any case, this has been the Chalice.
We could be yapping.
This has been the Chalice. My name is Sloan Quickdraw Jessamine McCraw.
My name is Benjamin Matthew Seltzer.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here next week or in some form. Maybe both of us, one of us, none of us.
Who knows?
Who knows? Well,
It could be you. It could be me.
in all, it could even be.
Right behind you.